How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. So in this video, like you all saw in the title, we're going to be breaking down 3 stocks about to break out. I want to talk about these stocks, break down some charts, go over what I'm personally doing. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, go down below, get your $50 from M1 Finance, use my link, deposit $100, and we literally get $50 for free to invest with. And you guys can check out my Patreon if you want all my real-time buys, sells, call outs throughout the day. And if you sign up to the top tier, you get an exclusive morning update video every single day. So check that out on Patreon, linked right down below. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So as of now, the markets are a bit choppy, and I will break this down a bit further in the video later on today. So make sure you guys subscribe as well and hit that notification bell. You all can see SPY is about to go red now, so we'll see how this plays out. Same with the Dow, and the NASDAQ 100 still up. Same with the Russell. They're up about 0.3%, but again, we'll break that down in a couple of hours from now. But first, let's talk about these 3 stocks. Stock number 1, and you're going to be like, Stas, didn't you just say you weren't looking to buy this stock? Well, the technicals are telling me otherwise. Stock number 1 is NVIDIA, right? And that's the thing with the stock market and trading especially. Just because you have a bias and you want something to happen, and in this case NVIDIA post-split, I wanted it to go down 10-20%, just because you wanted that to happen. And by the way, it still could happen, but as of now, it's not. Just because you wanted this doesn't mean it's going to happen, because look, guys, the market is going to do what the market's going to do. It's going to do what it wants to do. And let me tell you this, it doesn't give a crap about what you want it to do. And in this case, the market was like, Stas, screw you, NVIDIA, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care what you want. And in this case, look, NVIDIA is now holding the moving averages. It's breaking above both the 50 and the 180 SMAs here on the 4-hour chart. It's currently up almost 2%. And this looks like it's about to break out. I mean, it's not going down like we saw with Apple after the split, like we saw with Tesla. It's doing the opposite. Well, I guess it went down a little bit before the split, from 209 to about 175. That was a decent drop, 15%. But after the split, it's just gone up, and away. And I believe now that we're taking out the highs from last week and from the end of July at about 198, very slowly but surely, now that we're breaking out of these, this is on the verge of breaking out even further, maybe back up to those highs from a couple weeks ago. All-time highs at that from the beginning of July at about 210. We also saw a high in the middle of July at about 205. So I'm going to set my alert at 199 on NVIDIA. If this is able to break, which I suspect it will, maybe even this week, if that's able to break, again, first target is 205, followed by 209, $210 per share. And that is where us as traders, even though we have a bias, well, I don't want to talk for everybody. I have a bias thinking that I want NVIDIA to go down. I'm going to trade it even if I have that bias, because the technicals are proving me otherwise, if that makes any sense, right? So alert at 199. We're going to catch it from 200 to hopefully 205, 210. That is what I'm personally looking at right now for NVIDIA. And they actually report earnings later this month. So this is going to be interesting. Maybe we do see this thing rally into earnings in about 2.5 weeks from now on the 18th of August. That is very possible. So keep that in the back of your minds, guys. And the next stock here is Upwork, which this one's up today as well. It's up 3%. It's moving slowly but surely above the moving averages, both the 180 and the 50 here on the 4-hour chart. And look, this reported earnings, the earnings weren't that crazy. Let me double check and see what they did. MKM Partners, they adjusted their price target from 58 to 65. They're reiterating a buy rating. Okay, that's pretty good. They did EPS. Let me double check here for you all. EPS of 3 cents versus negative 9 cents. So surprise profit there. And their sales beat 124.2 million versus 120.24 million. So double beat there. And the guidance was pretty good. Q3 EPS, if I can talk today, guys, is expected to be 1 to 3 cents versus the negative 5 cents estimated. So they beat EPS guidance for the next quarter. Sales is expected to be anywhere from 125 to 127 million versus 124.48 million estimated. So that beat. And they see full year 2021 EPS. This is an even bigger metric here of 5 to 7 cents versus the negative 24-cent estimate. So that beat for full year 2021 EPS, and that's for guidance, guys. All of this is guidance. And the sales for 2021 are expected to be 490 to 494 million versus 487.17 million estimated. So when we look at earnings reports, beating EPS, beating revenue is awesome, right? That's great. But having even better guidance, much better guidance, that's even better. And in this case, they have that. So I'm excited about this dip. I personally don't own any Upwork right now, but I'm going to put my alert at maybe $54. We'll put my alert there, maybe $54.50. I'm going to see if this momentum from today continues. Hopefully it does. And from there, guys, we might be able to catch a move above these moving averages towards the 62 level again, 65 level, which is where we topped at in the middle of July, and also back in the end of February, which just happens to be the all-time high that we're seeing. And the crazy thing about Upwork is a little trip down memory lane here, guys. If you all remember, and let me know in the comments if you do. I'd love to know how many long-term viewers I have here. If you guys remember, this is a stock that we were talking about over a year ago, more than a year ago, in the 14s, 10, 12, 14, 15. And I own this stock, and I actually sold out of it. I made some good money. I forget exactly where I sold out, but I bought and I sold out of it, and it's just gone ballistic. I mean, this stock, again, we were talking about it in the $10, $15 range initially, and it was at $5 during the crisis, the pits of the crisis, and we bought it after that, and it's up just fivefold, threefold. I mean, this is 4 or 5. It's just ridiculous. So let me know in the comments, did you guys buy Upwork? Even though I'm not a financial advisor, but did you guys pick up Upwork during that time period? Are you still holding it? Did you sell it like I did? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. And if you guys are enjoying the video, come on, hit that like button, and let's talk about stock number 3 before I do end up this video, which is ticker symbol Chewie. Chewie is up 3% today. It is recovering, and I covered this morning on Patreon when it was at about $82 per share. Now it's ripping to 86. So this is why you got to sign up for the Patreon, guys. We're posting a lot of content there in the mornings as well, talking about these plays. But I believe there's even more upside from here. I think we're holding the moving averages on the 4-hour. We're within the right shoulder of the inverse head and shoulder. And I think we're going up, like I mentioned on Patreon this morning, we're going up to test $88 to $89, which was the high from not only the end of July, but it was also the high from the beginning of July, and also in March through April, into the middle of April pretty much. So this has been a sticking point for months, needless to say, and I think the next big target from 88 is 98, followed by 115, which would thus complete the inverse head and shoulder here on the 4-hour chart. So, yeah, we're watching Chewie, guys. We're watching Upwork. and we're watching NVIDIA. These are 3 stocks that I'm looking at like a madman right now. And a bonus one for those that stuck till the end that's doing well today so far is SoFi. This is one that I went long on last week at $15.90. I picked up some shares there. Now we're up 4.5% today. I'm in the green. And look, we had a squeeze earlier. We went from 15.50 to 16.10, sold off a bit, ripped right back up. It looks like bullish momentum is finally kicking in on SoFi. We're breaking out on the hourly chart and on the 4-hour chart. So this looks great for more upside. And for the time being, I'm long and strong when it comes to SoFi. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, make sure to drop a comment as well. And don't forget, if you guys want, check out the Patreon. I post all my moves on there, a morning update video. I post literally the second I enter a position. It goes straight to Patreon. That's linked down below. Or you guys can go to StasSurFest.com/Patreon. That's StasSurFest.com/Patreon, and make sure to also get your $50 from M1 Finance, which will pay for your Patreon membership. That's linked right down below. Deposit $100. We each get $50 to invest with. Literally free money. All that's down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in again. As always, keep crushing the markets. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.